Well, good morning, beautiful humans. It is a chilly and frosty late October morning, and I am going to hunt a little park that is just down the street from my best friend's house. It's about a quarter of a block in size, and there's nobody there because it's blinking cold, and it's early on the Saturday morning. So let's have a look and see what we can find. Here's this little park. Such a cute little thing. It has a little playground and some benches for our mom and dad to sit on. It's not very large, so I think it'll be just a nice little Saturday morning hunt. I'll get back to you at the first plug. Check out the frost on the leaves. That's pretty. Well, I'm hunting the playground first, and I've got it on my custom menu, so I hear every metal, although iron comes through in a grunt, and of course my first signal is rust. This signal bounced around between the high 40s and mid 50s. I got myself a little truck. And the detector said it was 4 inches down, and it didn't lie. There we go. I'm liking this. Second plug and I get a truck. That's so cool. My first coin of the day is a 1981 penny. And it rang up about 69. I'm getting to know the sound of a copper penny, that's for sure. I'm using a Fisher F44. And I have a custom, dropped it. I have a custom program set where iron is just a low grunt, and copper is a mid-tone, and silver is a high tone. I'm happy to have a coin. That's pretty cool. 3 plugs. My first one is iron, naturally. Second one is a truck, and the third one is a coin. I'm going to like this little park. I haven't gone 10 feet on my first swath, and I've already found a dime. I don't have the date on this one because there's a little smudge right over it. But I will check the date when I get home. It's recent. It's got the older queen on it. I'm 11 cents richer than I was when I left home. I love this. I'm still on my first swath. I'm not to the edge yet. And here's another penny. The reverse is really crusty, so I can't get a date now. I'll have to wait till I get home and put it under a strong light. But it is the second portrait of the Queen, so we're talking a late 60s to early 80s. Here's where I found that penny, and right next to it I found a super weird something on a spring. That'll be interesting to clean up. And also this piece of plastic. So I don't know if those two are connected. That's a mystery. And this penny is a 1981. Look how red it is. I'm gradually building my retirement fund. This is a nickel, and it's a 2016. That was bouncing all over the place. These new nickels are not made of nickel. This was ringing up anywhere between 35 and 75. It's silly. It was just bouncing. Anyway, there's my pretty nickel. I'm glad to have it. Well, this was a slamming overload signal that nearly blew my ears off. It is an awesome Hot Wheels. Look, it's some kind of spider. I'll have to check that out. Oh, hubby's going to love that one. Well, my friends, about the only coin I can be confident in identifying before I dig it is a Canadian copper penny. And if it rings up in the mid-60s, mid to late 60s, repeatable, I'm pretty confident that's what I've got. And indeed, this one is a 1979. Good shape. This penny is 40 years old. And it still looks grand. Why do I always find socks when I'm hunting? And this is a singleton, so somebody's walking around with one sock. Well, here's a first. This rang up exactly like a Canadian copper penny at 1 inch, and it was down about 4. It's some kind of power pack. Huh. Interesting. Hello again, beautiful humans, and welcome to the wrap-up of my hunt at that cute little park. Here are the less inspired finds, the usual suspects. Got a couple of rusty nails, little tiny bits of wire and nails. Is that a square nail? No, I don't think so. Wire, sure. Random lump of iron. These 3 pieces, these 2 were tucked together by the little spring. It's become unshipped now. So I honestly don't know what that was. And it was in the plug with this piece of plastic. So my guess is part of a calculator or a cell phone or something. A little random piece of foam rubber with glitter on it. We could use that for a craft. And a Carling beer cap, which says 1840, which was the year the Carling Brewery was founded in London, Ontario. So, as far as history goes, there you have a beer cap from a brewery that was founded in 1840. Yay! Moving over to something more interesting. Got the Pocket Juice charge pack with no connections, and they're full of sand anyway. So that's going to go in the, I guess, in the electronics recycling. 2 awesome trucks. They're both Hot Wheels. This one is from 1981. Towing. I doubt that that's been underground that long. I don't think it would look this good. Isn't this cool? It's even got tools molded in the back. Hubby will like that. This one's more modern. This is called the Arachnorod. It is also a Hot Wheels from 2000. It's a little damaged on its spinnerets, aka exhaust pipes. That is a very aggressive looking Hot Wheels. And I found coins. This penny looks great from the front. Well, reasonably great. And the back was completely crusted over. So this coin has some corrosion on it on the front. The back is way worse. It looks like it has, I don't know, cement or something on it. I toothpicked it fairly aggressively and discovered that it's from 1970. I don't think there's any way you're going to be able to see that under this light, so you'll just have to trust Auntie on that one. This one is 1979. $1981. Doesn't want to focus. That's aggravating. Okay, 1981. And 1984. I got a 2016 nickel. Looking very shiny and bright. A 2016 dime with a smudge on the date. But the queen looks all right. And this is a quarter. And that's all I can say for it. I have no idea what the date is. I believe this is the side that has the queen on it. Yuck, is all I can say. Boy, would I get dirty looks if I tried to spend that one. Well, it's a bit later in the morning, and I thoroughly worked that little park near my friend's house. I should say I thoroughly worked the playground. That was, I was just getting cold. So I went home and ate a piece of fruit and took care of myself, and now I'm out again. It's about 10:30 and it's still really quiet. So I'm going to check out the little park that I did a while ago where I found almost nothing. It was that old park that I thought it had a structure in the back at one time, the one near the cemetery. So I'm back here again, and I'm going to take a swing around and see if anything else has turned up. It rained quite heavily 2 days ago, so I think I might find something better than I did the first time when the ground was so dry. So let's have a look. Good morning, beautiful humans, and welcome to the video. It's a chilly Saturday morning in late October, and the parks are really quiet. So I've come back to this little park near the cemetery where I found very little the last time because the ground was extremely dry. It rained really hard 2 days ago, so I'm hoping that there will be lots more goodies to find. We'll see. I'll get back to you at the first interesting signal. The trees in this old park are absolute monsters. Look at the size of it. Anyway, at the base of it, I got a really super scratchy, weird signal, and being a baby detectorist, of course, I dug it. It rang up higher than this, but it's a piece of iron. I got me a J. I don't know what this is. It's some decorative thing. And in the hole with it was a rusty nail, so that's a very strange signal. But I like that. That's cute. Maybe it's an L. I don't know what that was from. Some kind of decorative piece. And it was down a little ways. About 4 inches. Well, that little park was an absolute dud. I don't think I'll bother going there again. I just don't think anybody ever goes there but squirrels and dog walkers. So if I hadn't got that cute piece of cast iron, it would have been a complete washout. I got a bottle cap, a pull tab, a piece of foil, and a rusty nail. Did not cover myself with glory. Okay, well, now I'm going to have to figure out where to go next. Don't want to waste a sunny Saturday. And here is what I found. Even after a heavy rainfall, I found no coins. I found nothing of value. The only thing of interest is my lump of cast iron in the shape of an L or a J or a half a heart or an elf's boot. I don't know what it is. I think it's broken here. It might have been broken there. Maybe it was part of a shelf bracket, I don't know, an angle of something. Anyway, it's cute. The rest is rubbish. Foil, pull tab, staple, indecipherable bottle cap, bent nail, nail, bent nail, nail. So there, big whoopee. That park is a mystery to me. It's old, but after a pounding soaking rain, I'm going to have to go there and put the sensitivity up really, really high, cancel out iron, and just see if I can find any tiny little squeaks that might suggest something better that's deep. Anyway, that's for another day. Thanks for coming along. And this is Auntie, waving goodbye. See you soon.